Kaguya Sama, man, this show is very entertaining and very funny, very good. This episode was intriguing just from the standpoint. It seemingly enough, it looks like we might be getting to a confession sooner than later, but then at the same time, it still flops upon itself. Yes. Let's get into this episode review. This episode review covers essentially the first part, like the parent teacher conference, and then the back half of the episode is about Shirogane having the balls or the courage of his convictions to try to confess to Kaguya his feelings and everything, or try his best to get her to confess to him as fast as they can, so they potentially could start going out and dating by the time, before high school's over and before they go off to college and everything. Well, he goes off to college. But the funniness of the parent-teacher conference is the fact that Kaguya's parents is not gonna know show, so she has a stand-in as a stand-in parent, and lo and behold, it's Hayasaka's mother. Which, funny enough, they were talking about it. Hayasaka's like, my mother doesn't really care, she's not gonna be here and stuff like that. But lo and behold, she's shocked, and her mother's like, I'm willing to do both of you guys's and stuff like that. So I thought that was cool. Obviously, her mom looks just as stunning as Hayasaka, so that was funny. But it then leads into the scene about you see Shirogane's father, and Shirogane's father is like, so are you and my son going out now? And she's like, oh no, we're not dating, we're not like that yet. I'm like, I like his father. His father is straight to the point. But his father's like, I'll fill in for you as one of your parents too, and stuff like that, which was hilarious because Kaguya didn't want that. But he's like, no, let me do that, especially for my future daughter-in-law to be. I'm like, what? I'm like, this guy is definitely ready for Shirogane and Kaguya to freaking hook up already. And it's funny because Kaguya's like, wait, daughter-in-law? What the hell are you talking about? Now we end up finding out that Kaguya isn't really gonna go to college. It's kind of she's gonna do based on what her parents tell her to do. So if her parents tell her you're gonna continue to get your education, she's gonna listen to her parents. Again, we've only seen like her dad, and her dad's actually pretty demanding and stressful on her and stuff like that. Because we seen that one episode, I believe it was either in season 1 or season 2. I don't remember. It was so long ago since I watched those seasons, but we did see her father. We haven't seen her mother yet, and stuff like that. But it goes to show you that, like, her and Shirogane would also be another perfect match because Shirogane is a caring father. But the thing is, we find out with Shirogane, he's actually going to be studying abroad. He's going to go to Stanford University. And everything, and Shirogane is talking, or his dad's talking to Shirogane. He's like, listen, whatever you have left here at high school, make sure you take care of that before you end up leaving, and then you end up regretting not doing things in high school that you might think you should have done. Which he was hinting at the fact of or throwing the idea in his head of confessing to Kaguya. Because the whole thing is, if he goes to Stanford and he doesn't tell Kaguya his feelings, well, he'll never get that chance to unless he goes back to Japan for like breaks and stuff like that, if he gets to see her. But he would probably never, if not see her for a few years, especially if he's studying abroad, going to Stanford University, and stuff like that. So we see the entire back half of the episode be it to where he's trying to find a way to confess to Kaguya. And the first part where is he's trying to goat Kaguya into confessing and stuff like that is the whole thing of he kind of asked her out indirectly to this festival. Kaguya is like, oh, no matter, don't, it's okay, fine, you can find somebody else to go. Lo and behold, Kaguya, as she's walking, she's like, wait, this dude just asked me out. What the fuck did I just say? And she remembers what she said, which was kind of like a blow off. But then, that freaks her out. The next day they go back. It's like a whole confidence meter thing because they're just like, wait, does she want to go with me? Or does he want to go with me? We don't know what we're thinking. Lo and behold, they try to ask people's thoughts and opinions. They like ask Miko, and Chika, they don't help the situation at all. If anything, they lower his confidence or their confidences, and they have like this little like bar or something like that that shows their confidence level, which is freaking hilarious because she goes in like, oh yeah, that yeah, so many guys have been asking me out and stuff like that to that, but you know, that's why I'm not going. And they're like, what? Lo and behold, Ishigami comes in and he kind of break up their spirits with that. At the end, eventually it's all let down because eventually they're like, Ishigami can go with Kaguya and Shirogane, and their whole thing is like, yeah, we'll be good. And then the back half of the episode, the last part of the episode is essentially Shirogane again asking the girls, with the exception of Kaguya, like, how do they view him? Do they view him as like boyfriend material? And stuff like that. It's funny because Miko thought freaking Shirogane was hitting on her because he did the whole wall thing and everything. And Miko's texting her best friend like, I think the president's really into me. What do I say? And then next thing you know, he has the same thing to freaking Chika. And then she texts her friend like, the president is a man whore. I'm like, oh my God. This is freaking hilarious. Lo and behold, Chika like literally is like, bro, you're not even boyfriend material. You're terrible, which shuts down his confidence at all. It gets to the point that Kaguya walks in and, you know, she's like, wait, what's going on here? And Chika's like, yeah, the president's asking, you know, us about his thoughts on if he's like, you know, boyfriend material or the, you know, the right person to date or something like that. And then obviously, you know, Kaguya says, I like the president for who he is and everything, which kind of makes Shirogane perk up and happy a bit. But yeah, it was a funny ass episode. I'm definitely gonna be interested to see if we get a confession by the end of the season, and stuff like that, especially the fact that now Shirogane looks like he's gonna have he's having a determined outcome on trying to confess to Kaguya and say that he loves her, or he likes her or something like that. So we'll see where this is go. But again, another solid episode of Kaguya Sama Love is War. Can't wait to see more. And yeah, but anyways, guys, I'm gonna offer. If you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's episode of Kaguya Sama Love is War, as well as hit the subscribe button if you want to get more Kaguya Sama or any other anime content I upload to the channel. If you do hit the subscribe button, make sure you're up to date with whatever I upload to the channel. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. Until then, guys, have a great rest of your day. Peace.